don't publicize, because we're talking about legal settlements, there's no sound on, because the video crew from upstairs is not there and it's remote, the picture is on, so anybody who's reading my lips at home knows what they're saying, but they can't read your lips, Mark, because they can't see it. So, after the Rules Committee is over, we'll go right into real estate right here, and then we'll turn the sound off. Okay.
Item number 1 is a settlement for $750.25. Minor personal injuries were sustained when a City of Yonkers vehicle struck a pedestrian.
You got it?
Item number 2, $1,950. This is property damage issue. City bucket truck struck someone's house working adjacent to the house.
Okay.
Next item is $2,000. Claimant's vehicle sustained property damage. We had an issue with the tree collapsed, and the city was on notice of the effective condition beforehand.
How many tree damage claims do we get as a result of the storm over the winter? Or hasn't that started trickling in yet? Storm over the summer.
The storm in July. Hard to say. We've had some trickle in, but we don't have any definite numbers yet. They still have over a month to finish up filing claims.
Is there a statute of limitations?
Yes.
How many days?
90 days.
So that's 3 of them that are on.
Number 4, Orellana. This is the largest settlement. This is a serious personal injury.
This is a huge settlement. This is bigger than all the settlements we've had this year.
Yes.
$950,000.
Yes, the settlement is, I can talk a little bit about it. The settlement is structured into 5 payments. For this budget year, we accrued $500,000. Our initial payment this year is $400,000, so we won't see a discrepancy within the budget. And then we have 4 more payments to make after, 1 per year for the next 4 years.
Just out of interest, is this the Board of Ed that's liable or the City of Yonkers?
This is the Board of Education issue. But the city is liable. We indemnify and defend the Board of Education. But this deals with an incident at Gordon High School.
So does this come out of the Board of Ed side of the budget now?
No.
Why not?
Never does.
That's pursuant to state law. The city is liable for, this comes out of the city general operating fund. This is not an education-related cost.
What happened?
Sure, I can talk a little bit.
In a situation that.
Yes, the student wound up losing an eye, was struck with a screw in a shot glass, and he's lost sight in one of his eyes.
How was he struck with a screw?
Probably with a power
Maybe
tool,
screw gun?
an air gun.
Yeah, this is not a, this is a case very.
He shot at him by another student?
If I may, I would just suggest
Through the
that
youth?
further discussion
Can
about.
we, let's
Potentially, that might go
in
into
executive session,
Absolutely.
please?
Yes.
Yeah. But I would like to revisit the issue of why the Board of Ed isn't liable for things that happen at the Board of Ed.
Respectfully, since we probably have a long night ahead of us, I think it's a very good question, but this is the Rules Committee, maybe we need to take that up in another time, another forum.
Okay.
Can we just hold that with Olga?
Well, yeah, I mean, holding it, I discourage you from holding it over. I'd rather have it put on. I mean, these settlements are always time sensitive and subject to change. We are certainly recommending, the amount is very high, there's no question about it, but we're recommending this amount. Right now, this is in the best interest of the city to settle at this amount. If we wait,
Still would like a discussion on it.
I'm not discouraging the discussion, I'm just saying, I'd rather we could
Can
do
we
it
possibly
either.
put it on the agenda, subject to our discussion, if
Right.
it needs to be pulled?
We could also, if it's more comfortable with the council members, we can discuss this with you individually or in an executive session. But if you had questions individually, you could reach out to me or Frank tomorrow, or at any time at your convenience.
Discuss in executive session.
Okay.
In the event that we may, John, go into executive session in real estate today, should I throw this into the real estate committee just so that we have it, so that we can talk in executive session, just so we have a place for it?
Now,
Could this committee not go into executive session at
Yeah.
this agenda?
Okay, we can do that then. Okay.
The items 5 and 6 are related. They both relate to appointments to the Landmarks Board. Item number 5 contains members who were already appointed, and item number 6 is the appointment of a member not yet seen by this council.
Okay, so we're going to put this into intergovernmental where it was, but we're going to schedule a public hearing very quickly on this as well as the other appointment that's coming up.
Already appointed?
No, they were already submitted.
The first four guys committee.
Right, the first 4 were already on the appointed, were submitted as appointments, but were not, but they're being resubmitted.
I just want to clarify a conversation that I had with Frank Rubino yesterday when I asked him about Mr. Carlson, who's being appointed both to be a member of the Landmarks Board and also to be chair of the Landmarks Board. And Mr. Rubino said that we could, it was within our power to approve one and not the other if we wanted to. We could indeed make him a member of the Landmarks Board and not necessarily make him chair, or we could make him a member and chair. He's never served on the Landmarks Board before, but he did say that was a potentially bifurcated appointment. It was up to us to do that. You consent with Frank?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so we'll put that into intergovernmental and schedule that for either next week or the week after. Item
number 7 and 8 are similar to item number 5 in the fact that they were both submitted. They're being resubmitted. Item number 7 deals with the public nuisance abatement.
Could you just refresh us about?
Sure, this has to deal with the use of, if there are recurring violations at a specific property. This is part of a quality of life program. If there are repeat offenses at a specific location for, let's say, drugs or prostitution or noise or disorderly conduct, then as a further enforcement tool for the police department, those violations would increase upon the police being called back within a certain period of time. And this goes to, this would affect the, it broadens the police power to deal with quality of life, public nuisance issues. It's strictly meant for a repeat callback to the same address.
Okay. I guess this should go into legislation and code.
Item number 8, this is the Building and Housing Code Amendment having to deal with the vacant building registry. This puts the owner of a property that has gone vacant under certain obligations not currently seen in our building code. The owner of the property would have to come in and alert the buildings department to the fact that the item is now abandoned, that the property is vacant, and then also demonstrate a plan to the building department what the remedial action is going to be, how they're going to take that property and maintain it while it is vacant, and then hopefully put renters or an owner into it.
Okay. That legislation code sounds like a good idea. Number 9.
9 and 10 are related. 9 is just simply the neg deck pursuant to SECRA for the projects.
No, wait,
capital
number
plan.
9 is the Longhouse.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm ahead of myself. Number 9 is related to the city animal shelter. This is permission for a Longhouse force main connection at 1000 Rich Hill Boulevard. You'll notice this was an item that was approved at the special meeting by the council a few weeks ago, the force sewer main ejector out of the site. This is simply the Longhouse connection that would tie into that new force main ejector.
Okay. Councilwoman Barbados in your district,
No
okay with
problem.
you? Fine.
And then item number 10 and 11, this is the approval of the capital budget for the City of Yonkers and the Board of Education. Item number 10 is simply stating it's a type 2 action and no further approval, secret approval is required. And item number 11 is the special ordinance actually approving the budget.
Okay, so we'll put that into the budget. I did want to note just, yeah.
I'm sorry, 10 and 11 are related. My mistake to say that.